What's up, guys? It's Priets coming back to the brand new Binding of Isaac video. Today we are back with the Eden streak, going for win number 287 in a row. So without further ado, let's get right into the game, get some gaming going on, have a little bit of fun, and see where this run takes us as Eden on hard mode. Hope you guys are all having a great day. One sec. My mic seemed like it was turned down slightly, a little too much. So I turned it up barely at all. Probably not even a noticeable difference. So it doesn't even matter. But anyways, today we start off with below average damage, below average tier rate, shoop to whoop, and mom's wig. Now, mom's wig is probably the only thing that is going to allow us to be okay for this first floor, no matter what room we go into. It's going to allow us to get a couple spiders. And spiders equal things dying. Like right there. And I do need to be very careful about how I use shoop to whoop. It will be okay. But the seed for today is 1T0YF0BP. We also have the Trinket Lucky Toe. Gives us a +1 luck up, plus 8% room clear reward chance, and it gives us extra pickups from chests, tinted rocks, and destroyed machines. I hope you guys are doing good. So, as you guys saw, there was no video for today, Sunday. I did say that I wasn't going to have a video out because I went to a football game, and more than just going to a football game, drove down to my old college, and I went to the football game. And so my old college is about 2 hours away from me, so it's actually a pretty far drive. 2 hours is not, it's really weird. Like a 1 hour drive is like, okay. If I have to make like a 1 hour drive daily, it's not too bad. Like my drive to work's 40 minutes. 40 minutes isn't too bad. An hour, it's like, okay, now we're getting a little bit far. An hour and a half is like, okay. This is a little bit weird. If I'm doing round trip, that's an hour and a half, or 3 hours in total, which is like, ooh, a little bit rough. But 2 hours is where it gets to the point where you're like, ooh, this is not like a day trip amount. And so I would always just try not to go to my old school if I was only going to go for a day. Have I done it before? Yeah. Have I made those type of drives before where I have to drive like all the hours in one day? Yes. There's even a time, at one point, I was dating this girl while I was still attending that school. And I was like, hey, you want to come down this weekend? And they said yes. And I was like, let's go. They were my girlfriend at the time. Not like a random person. And I was like, you're coming down this weekend, right? And they're like, yep. And then like a couple days before, and they're like, oh, but just remember, my car's broken. I'm like, what? So me being the person I was, I drove 2 hours, picked them up, then drove 2 hours immediately back to my school just so they could come over. And at the end of the weekend, I drove 2 hours to drop them off and 2 hours back to my school JMU alone. But all that to say, it's a drive. It's a drive that you can make like in a day. It's probably the longest you should ever do for a day drive. Like if it's a 3 hour drive there and back, no. Or just there. If it's a 3 hour drive there and a 6 hour drive round trip, no. 4 hour drive round trip, still a little bit rough, but I had a really good time. If you guys don't know what, like, you guys probably don't know why I went, but basically, okay, we're back. I don't know why. I have no clue why that happens. It's been happening for the longest time now. If you've watched my streams, if you've watched any of my in streaks, you've seen that for some reason, just randomly, everything just dies. But hey, we're back. And what I was saying was, you guys probably don't know why I was down there. As makes sense why you wouldn't. But basically, there's this group of friends that I play games with all the time. One of the people from that group was actually a girl I went to college with. And we were pretty good friends while we were at college, but then once I transferred away, she also transferred out, and we didn't really talk too much. But then one thing led to another. They were streaming once, and I hopped in their stream and was talking to them, and we started talking about I was like, oh yeah, I do YouTube, and we were just talking, and then they invited me to come play games with them and their friends, and so now I play a lot of games with them and their friends, and it's the main people I play games with at this point. But basically, they were flying back to visit some family for Thanksgiving, and so they were in town. So I'm like, I want to see these people. I've not seen my friend Emma in years, and I've never met her boyfriend Caden. I play games with them all the time, so I wanted to finally meet. So on Saturday, I woke up at like 9 a.m., got ready, I woke up like 8:30. But got ready and drove out to JMU. Got there at like 11:30-ish and picked up my friend Caden. We went to this place called Jack Brown's. It's this burger place in Harrisonburg that makes one of the best burgers ever. It's insane how good it is. Also, I'm just going to take this real quick. We have no clue what this pill is going to be. I'm going to see if I can try to open up this chest with an explosive diarrhea. Do we have that? Probably not. Health up, that's fine. Yeah, so we went and got some burgers, and it just so happened that the day that they were in town and the game that we're going to go to was going to be Band Alumni Day, which my friend knew was going to be Band Alumni, and we both met in college because we were both in the marching band. And so the weekend that we decided to go to a football game was the weekend that all of my friends and all of our friends that we had at the school were going to be there. So I was able to go see some people that I've not seen in 2-3 years, which was really, really cool. I've not talked to some of them in a long time, and we went and did like watched the warm up for the band on the main quad of the school. Then we went to the football game and like watched the performances, and was able to go talk to like friends even some high school friends I hadn't talked to in a long time because they went to that school as well. And it was super cool. I saw a lot of people that I haven't seen for a while, and it was really cool catching up with them. Really cool being able to hang out for the first time with Caden, and we had a really, really good time at the game. It was so cold. It was, if you guys don't know Fahrenheit, I'm about to say Fahrenheit, it was like, I think it was about 35 degrees Fahrenheit, like at like the middle of the game. So pretty dang cold, pretty dang awful, pretty unenjoyable temperatures, but the game was enjoyable. Was it a little bit of a rough game? Yeah. So JMU football they're pretty okay. They're not bad, but they're not super good either. Basically what happened during the game, they got the first touchdown. It was 7-0, right? Everybody's like super hyped because like, dang, you start a game 7-0, and like they were 7-0 and were able to get the ball back and still have it be 7-0. Not like they just scored in like, they had it 7-0 for a second. Then what happened was all of a sudden JMU just fell apart. They were fumbling the ball. There was like 2 or 3 fumbles that led to the other team just getting a touchdown just completely from the fumble. It was the most ridiculous stuff ever. By the end of the first half, it was like 14-32, I believe, or 13-34. Like really, really bad. They were really doing really, really bad. They had scored once, but it was not good. But somehow by the end of it, they were able to come back and win by 2 points. It made 0 sense what happened. It didn't even make sense how they won. I don't know how the other team allowed JMU to come back after like playing so poorly. But what's crazy is I think like half of their touchdowns happened while the offense was on the field. Which if you don't know what that means they fumbled it and the other team got it and were able to make a touchdown because of it. Which was it was so stupid. That's not supposed to happen. They're not supposed to nobody's ever supposed to score while the offense is on the field. That's just not how football works. And it was not good. But the defense was doing great. It was literally just the offense doing awful. The guy who was receiving the kickoffs, which, not even the kickoff. Is it the kickoff? You get it. Okay, it's called a kickoff. Every time every single time a team scores, that team kicks off to the other team. I don't think the receiver for those ever caught it. It was so bad. I don't know why it's been such a huge theme this year in like any football. Like it's happened for as many teams as I've watched, but everybody just fumbles. They just fumble the ball. Also, if I go in here, it doesn't affect my chances or anything since I've already seen this. I'm just going next floor. I want to go look for the secret room. But it was just pretty awful. But it was nice. I was not even paying attention to the game half the time. I was just like going around talking to friends. I saw like a lot of people. Since it was Band Alumni Day, there's people who were there who were seniors my freshman year of college, people who were my seniors like my sophomore year of college, like people that a lot of us, that I haven't seen for a long time, because I left that college in 2019. So a pretty long time ago. I left that college right on the cusp of 2020. So I've been away from there for like 3 years at this point. So it's been a second. So it was seeing all of them, made me happy. It was super cool. I was kind of unsure if I even wanted to drive down there, just because driving for 4 hours just to go see a football game and seeing people like my friends, not just seeing a football game, but like driving down somewhere to see, like, watch a football game is, ooh. I'm not even like a huge fan of football, but it turned out to be super fun. Just because I didn't know who was going to be there. I was not in contact. I did not contact any of the people that I knew. And lots of people were very confused that I was there. Like the three girls who went to my high school. 2 of them were like my co-flute player people. They were like a year older than me. One of them was in the drum line of our school. All of us were pretty good friends at college, but I hadn't seen them like pretty much since I left. So one of them I even lived with for a semester before I transferred schools, which was really cool. It was good. But seeing all of them, it was a great time. But then after the game, I took my friend Caden, and us 2 went and got dinner at this place called O'Neill's. And what's so fun about O'Neill's is they have something called the cookie skillet. Now the cookie skillet, all it is a cast iron like fajita skillet, but it has a cookie on it and it has ice cream and chocolate sauce. Really good, you know? Who doesn't like ice cream and chocolate sauce? Also, I know I'm taking such dumb damage right now. I'm just playing the game. But we both got like our dinners, then we got the cookie skillet. Ooh, baby, it was good. It was quite phenomenal. One thing that was kind of weird during the whole like football game and all of that was everybody, because I mean I'm not like I'm a YouTube person, right? Now this is not what I'm not talking about my YouTube, not right now, but like I'm a YouTube person, so I post a lot of stuff on social media. But this is the thing, is I'm not a big social media person. I don't post any of my life anywhere on Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook. Nobody knows anything about me unless I tell it to them or unless they watch my YouTube channel, weirdly enough. And so everybody was just trying to like figure out what I was doing. There's like, you've been gone for 27,000 years. What have you been up to? And having to like re-explain the story of like, hey, I'm out of school right now, gonna go back. We're like, oh, you dropped out. I'm like, didn't drop out. Kind of dropped out, but didn't drop out. It was like, oh, it's not fun. I mean, I had that conversation probably like 8 different times, because there's people who were like in my this one guy who was like my engineering partner, like before I left. I talked to him and he was just like, yeah, I graduated. How about you? What's going on? Then there's people from my section who actually knew I transferred away. Some people just didn't know I transferred. Some people I just didn't tell. Like, there's just people like my friend Jacob, who I talked to as my engineering partner. I kind of just left. I dropped the course, and then he was like, oh, you dropped the course? I'm like, yeah. And I just transferred schools. And Trick or Treat is the only option right here. Trick or Treat's so good. Also, Trick or Treat's the flavor text, which is so weird. What the heck? Nice. That's a pretty cool room. So might as well go in here. I'm losing this black card anyways. Very worth. Awesome stuff. Okay. And could this be the secret room? That'd be nice. But yeah, it was just, it turned out to be like just a super, super fun time. Especially, I mean, the main thing that was fun was just hanging out with Caden. After the game, after we went to dinner, us 2 went to like the card shop down there because we both play Magic. And so we both got like a pre-release kit for the most recent Magic set, which is Brothers War. We both built some decks. He's much better at Magic than me, and he just destroyed me every single time. I was also just getting so insanely unlucky. Every single time we were playing, it was just like I kept on just like getting mana swamped, like every single game, and he was just getting like such good hands. Then he's like, okay, you know what? Let's switch decks. I switched to his deck. All I'm drawing is mana, which if you guys don't know, mana is like the currency you use to like summon monsters and use like spells and stuff. Sorceries and instances is what they're called. But I was just like, all I was drawing for my deck was mana, and he used my deck and just destroyed me. And then I played with his deck and then a couple more times and then beat my own deck. My deck was quite bad, quite awful. And the reason why it was so bad is because when we were at the card shop, not the reason why, but mainly what happened was I pulled a couple cards that were black and red, so mountains, they ran off of mountains and swamps, and they were rare cards. And I was like, you know what? I usually just pick, like, I find the rare card that I get, and I just use it. Now, one issue with the sets that they've been releasing more recently is a lot of the cards that they add are made for Commander, which Commander is a different type of of game, if you're playing sealed, which is like what we were doing by just opening packs and making decks with what we got, it's not super good for that. And so I was just selecting my rares, and I built a deck completely around my rare and just never drew it. And anytime I did draw it, my friend just was like, JK, you can't play that. Just because he would have like some sort of control that would just get it off the board. And so it was really bad. I chose to like center my deck around those two like mountains and swamps, and what didn't make it any better was at the card shop, the worker there was this 19-year-old guy, and he came over and was like, these are the cards you should add in your deck. And they were the worst cards ever. But the thing was, he like took cards that I had put onto the table in front of me to put in my deck out, and put cards that he put in, and just like I didn't ask for his help. He just came over. He's like, let me help you. And the thing was, I just trusted him. I'm not good at the game. I'm not super good at the game. But like I was just like, I don't understand why these are good. But like people always like find cards that are good that I don't realize are good. So I thought it was one of those situations. It was not one of those situations. It was just one of those situations where I didn't understand why it was good, because it just wasn't good. So then my whole deck kind of got destroyed, where he like just added a bunch of random cards in and took cards out and got me all confused. It was so bad. It was so bad. So then I just built the worst deck. If you guys are into Magic and like know the current set, I had Mishra as my legendary creature. Also, look, it's a little tiny, it's a nice little double secret rock. What's up with me not getting small rock from these super tender rocks recently? Usually, I used to always only get small rock. Anyways, I had Mishra in there, and I was just trying to use Mishra's Unearth to win the whole game, and I just couldn't draw anything good. It just turned out to be really bad. I had 4 artifact creatures that were like, one was a 10 cost, one was like a 7, or 2 of them were like 7 costs. And I had them in there because they had the prototype on their card, so I could make them play easier. Or I could play them for lower mana cost. But I only had them in there just mainly to play with Unearth. And I had like a lot of like cards that were like, oh, discard a card, so I could get rid of those, put them on my graveyard, and all that jazz. But the issue is I seemed to only draw my stupid artifacts that cost like 7 mana, and I would not draw any of my my creatures that I could cast for much cheaper. And it just went so downhill so fast, and I was very sad. But in the end, we had a great time. I ended up driving home at 1. Now, here's the worst part about it all, is I only got 3 hours of sleep the night before, and so I had gotten 3 hours of sleep. I had woken up at 8:30 a.m. I had driven 2 hours to get there, and on my ride home, like, don't drive if you're like really tired. But the thing is, I had nowhere to stay, so I just had to drive home. But as I was driving home, like, dang, I'm sleepy. And I'm not somebody who's like, I even like on 3 hours of sleep and kind of sleep deprived, I never was like close to falling asleep. Like, I can't fall asleep behind the wheel. Was I getting really sleepy and just being like, I want to be home? Yes. But what woke me up is as I was driving on the highway going like 80, and no, I was not speeding. Also, I'm just taking a fish. Wait, let me do this. I'm taking fishtail. It doubles all my flies and spiders, and I do have mom's wig, so this is gonna be good. Trust me. I just don't need that. But as I was driving like 80, all of a sudden I see like the shine of like deer eyes, and I'm like, please no, please no. I'm like, please don't tell me a deer's about to run out in front of my car. And this deer's just walking on the shoulder of the highway, like just parallel to the highway, not walking across it, just walking parallel to it, and just like is slowly walking and just stares at me. And it's the scariest thing ever. It gave me a heart attack because I was just ready for it to jump out in front of my car. And like I slowed down a lot, but then after that, I was like super like it scared me really bad because it came out of nowhere pretty much. It was so dark because it was like 2 in the morning at the time. But then like I was like, dang, that deer could have jumped out. I was just thinking to myself, I'm like, that could have been bad. Then all of a sudden I look at my speedometer, I'm going like 95 miles per hour just because my heart was like racing. I just didn't even realize that I was speeding up just as I was like thinking in my own little head about what just happened. But it was terrifying. And I'm not really ever too concerned about driving at night. I do try not to drive far distances at night or when I'm tired just because it's dumb to do. But I survived. I was fine. And through all of it, we got back to my house. It was like 3 in the morning, so I got back home and I was like, I want to play some Pokemon. Because I got the new Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, as I was talking about last time I was recording. But I tried to play it for a second, and I'm like, dang, I'm exhausted. I am so tired. And so I just fell asleep. I fell asleep so hard. Slept till like 3 p.m. today. And I've just been tired all day, honestly. I was glad to have the day off of work. I did request from my manager that I had the whole weekend off. I thought I was gonna be down there Friday, Saturday, Sunday. That was in my head the original plan, but we didn't really plan anything. So it happened because I requested that off like 3 weeks ago, and so it happened that I came home yesterday. So I just got the day off. Super nice. It's nice just to be able to relax every once in a while. Also worked like 4 days, in a row last week, and it's not like a lot of work, but the time that my work is just so weird. It just like makes it so you can't really do much during the day unless I wake up much earlier, and I suck at waking up earlier. But yeah, it was really good. I had a super fun time. I'm gonna go back and see Emma and Caden for New Year's, which I'm super excited about. It was kind of sad. I mean, it wasn't really sad because we knew we were gonna like hang out literally in a couple months, literally a month. We're gonna pretty much see each other. A little bit over a month. A month and like 9 days we'll see each other again. And so it wasn't sad or anything, but I was like, dang, I wish we could hang out for longer, like right now, because I always hate, like, it always sucks having to like wait so long. I was like, why did I say, like, why I said the word sates? I'm like, I don't know what word I was trying to say. I was trying to say hate. But it's gonna be super fun. I'm gonna go visit them for like 2 weeks, which is gonna be a lot of time to be with them, but it's gonna be a lot of fun. It was super cool, just like seeing all my friends. I saw so many people that like it, because in my head going down there, the only thing in my mind was I'm hanging out like with Caden and Emma, and that's about all. But then as soon as I got down there and saw like I just like caught sight of like some of my old friends. I'm like, dang, I gotta go say hi to them. And then I saw some more. I'm like, oh dang, I gotta say hi to them. So I saw like I think like 8 different people from my section. I saw like 10 different people from my old section. Said hi to them. They're like, hey Jody, long time no see. And it was super cool seeing their performance. One of the big things with the JMU Marching Royal Dukes, they play this song called Salvation at the end of every game, and it is one of my favorite songs, like favorite things ever. Like playing it with the band was one of like one of my best memories ever. And being able to like go back and like hear it in person and be there, and it was super cool, super awesome to see again. Because it's the first time I've gone back to a JMU football game since my birthday when I left. The very last game I went to was a championship game where we had to like play in like the freezing rain. And I drove home at like midnight back to my house on my birthday, got home, and just like saw my presents on the table, and everybody was asleep, and so I just had to wait till the next day to celebrate my birthday. But it was super fun. It was still super fun. That was the last time I'd ever gone to a JMU football game. So it was cool going back. I don't care about the football too much. I mean, that's kind of how I've always been. I never did marching band to go watch football. That's always kind of how it was. Do I like football? Yeah. Football's fine. Football's good. It can be pretty hype. But watching it on TV is so much better. So much better than watching it in person. Watching it in person kind of sucks, if I'm being honest. Also, was there a Fool's Gold Rock that I just walked past and didn't bomb? If there was, I need to go get money. I know I'm just kind of like actually coasting today, like not really playing that well. But hey, the game's giving us health. We're going to be fine. Everything's going to be good. And like, when did my tier rate get so high? I did get Dolly, and I got Squeezy, and I got Toothpicks. I am not even paying attention. But like, dang. We are more than fine. Getting Sacred Heart really kind of just put us in a position where it's going to be a little bit hard for us to lose. I do have Lazrags. I'm sorry to say, I just don't think this is worth it. +1 damage, and we get a +10% Devil Angel chance. Now, do I care about? Actually, I think I'm gonna go for Devil Deals. if I've already gotten Sacred Heart, the chance of me getting like a good Angel Room item is super, super low. Not like it's gotten lower. I mean, it has technically gotten lower because one of the items I have, so I can't get it again. But I've already gotten like one of the best Angel Deal items. So I might as well go and try to get a really good Devil Deal item. Because my chance of getting a good Devil Deal item is actually higher than getting a good Angel item. This is worthwhile. And of course, we always take Ghost Pepper. I do like Lodestone a lot. Lodestone's pretty cool because it's pretty much fake homing. Because what happens is whenever you get one of your Lodestone tiers to actually hit the enemy, what happens is it makes everything just start like, so it attracts other enemies, it attracts its own tiers, it attracts like everything. Actually, maybe not other enemies, but it attracts a lot of stuff, and it also attracts your tiers. And so once you hit an enemy with a Lodestone tier, your tiers actually curve towards it. So it's like fake homing. But since I already have homing, it's pretty useless to me. Not really useless, but not something I need. Come to me. Thank you. And I do love pills, especially when they show me the secret room. Let's go. But yeah, I am just still very tired today, just because I didn't get a lot of sleep the night before. I tried to go get sleep. I like laid down in bed and kind of just like was like, I wasn't really tired, but the issue is it was only 7 hours until I had to be up. And so I'm like, dang, it's always the roughest thing where I want to take sleeping medication because I have a hard time falling asleep no matter what. But like going to sleep earlier than usual is very hard. But I was like, if I take the sleep medication, I'm going to be like super tired tomorrow. And it's going to be kind of miserable driving because if you don't, with like the Unisum that I take, if you don't get enough sleep, you're gonna be tired. I don't know why. It just makes you. It always makes me pretty drowsy, the medicine. But whenever I drink like caffeine, when I get into the day, it's fine. It's just waking up is rough. So I was like, you know, I'm not gonna take the sleep medication. I can fall asleep. I ended up like closing my eyes, but I then woke up with like a really bad stomach ache, and then just couldn't go back to sleep for a couple more hours, and I was like, dang, this sucks. I ended up giving like maybe not even 3 hours of sleep if I'm being honest. It was pretty miserable. But then I woke up and I actually felt really fine. I only really started feeling sleepy like whenever my friend and I were playing Magic, which was like at 9 p.m., which is a reasonable time to get tired. Yeah, there's a couple. I kind of wish I was able to like hang out with my friends a little bit more, like down in Harrisonburg, like some people I haven't seen for a while. But a lot of the people that I saw were people who are no longer at the school, and so it was kind of, they were like, they all left as well at the end of the football game. Some of my friends I could only like really like, some of my friends who were still in the marching band I could only say like hi to because they were like performing, and at no point I could go up and talk to them. So I just said hi to my one friend Paola. I was like, hi. So we talked for like 30 seconds, but then they had to go somewhere, and my friends were calling to me because I had to do something. So I might as well take Mom of the Void. Why not? I know I could have used credit card, but no reason to really use it right now. I don't care about the other two items, I'm going to be honest. So did I just skip the item room on that last floor? Am I a bozo for that? Most likely. And this gives me 20 coins. I could hold on to it, because Womb 2 only gives me Bible. I'm skipping Womb 1. It does give me a devil item if I take it really far. You know what? I'm going to go for like an angel item. Do I want an angel item? Cathedral. Dark Room gives you moving. Unlocks moving box. And home gives you red key. I don't care about red key. I think, honestly, I'm just going to do this. Especially with the trinket I just got, I feel like this is not a bad play. Yeah, I don't really care about my flies and spiders, I'm pretty sure. No matter what, my flies and spiders are very OP. Should I care about them? Maybe. Do I care about them? Not as much. Do I just want to take this instead? You know what? No matter what, we chose the right thing. We're going to get rid of Stinky Bait no matter what. Stinky Bait sounds like a scandal. Okay, let's drop you here. Okay, nothing. Yeah, there wasn't really much else that happened. It was just like a really just long day of just talking with friends, catching up with people, learning what people are doing in life. And it's really weird seeing people that, like, meeting Caden for the first time, and also like seeing people that I've not seen for years. Because of social media, it's crazy. Like, like how much I still know about them, and like how it feels like it's not been like 3 years since I've seen them. It's always just such a weird thing. It's like even like whenever I go visit my best friend, or my best friend and I see each other, we saw each other after like 2 years, and as soon as we got into the car together, we just it was like nothing ever changed, and like I was just going over to his house like in high school. Like it's weird how seamless it can be. But like me, Kane, for the first time, I felt like I'd already met him before, since we played games for months and months together. And I don't know, I kind of knew about like who he was barely before I actually met him. So it's like I already knew him. It was cool. But yeah, now I've just been playing Pokemon today. And the new Pokemon, it's pretty good, but it is pretty broken. For some reason, I don't know who decided this, but they decided that they weren't going to use like a chunk loading system on the game. And so the entire world is constantly loaded in, and the entire game is just so laggy. And like the issue is the Switch, not the game as much. It's just they did as much as they could, and they really pushed the limits of the Switch, and it just shows that the Switch can just not handle it. Also, Angry Fly, I do not want you. We're getting such awful items. Okay, good. Nice. This room always confuses me. That's fine. But yeah, I'm still doing my bird meta where I'm only using bird Pokemon, and it's fun. The thing was, I did just do the lightning or the electric type gym, and that was one of the hardest things I've ever done in my life. Why? It was just bad. Also, I'm just gonna spend money to get these, just so I can get some more stats. Because this is the last, yeah, this is definitely the last time I'll be able to spend money. Now, I probably should have just used my money to re-roll that. I was a little dumb. I wasn't really thinking. So rest in peace, me. I'm moving so slow and very badly. Oh, my lost soul. He was my favorite. But yeah, being in the cold a long time yesterday, I just felt so gross. I think I'm still just slightly sick, and it shows. Also, this is where I use credit card. Now, why am I not using it right this second? I don't know. I'm going to use it now. Well, look at this. Now we have Sacred Heart conjoined. Pretty fancy. I would love to pay this guy out. I'm probably not going to be able to do that unless somehow we get I was going to say like a sun card or something that gave us health. But rest in peace. Now we keep going. Yeah. In other news, my parents are like asking for a Christmas wish list from me. Now, you know, I am 22, but my parents still buy me Christmas presents and stuff. I love it. But I'm still trying to decide what I want. I mean, the thing is, for me, if I want something, I usually just go and buy it. And the thing is, I don't know what I want until I go out and buy it, pretty much. So I never really have like any wants. I'm also somebody who doesn't really buy too much stuff. Like most of my money is spent on, like has been spent in the past on like equipment for YouTube, which is like lighting, microphone, like all this kind of stuff. But I have it now. So if I have it now, I don't need it anymore. And so I'm just like, I don't know what I want. I was like, maybe I'll get like a stream deck, ask for a stream deck. But I'm like, I don't care about a stream deck. I don't think it's going to help me that much or be super beneficial. But like, I don't know what else to ask for. And I was like, maybe I should get some new headphones. Because right now, the headphones that I use are the Sennheiser HD6XXs, which is a really good headphone. It's like a $200 headphone, but it's based off of a much more expensive. Also, I should have just done double incubi. I might be a little stupid. But I don't really care. I don't get 2 lost souls, so this actually doesn't matter too much. Yeah, I'm just taking this. I don't care about that other item. But yeah, so I was thinking like maybe I would upgrade headphones and get like the Sennheiser HD 660 or 600s or the 650s. But I was like looking at reviews and they're like, honestly, they're like the HD 6XXs are pretty comparable to the two, and like the other two are better. But it's like unless I'm buying something that's like much better, even if I'm not even spending my own money on it, I'm like, I don't really care about getting a new headset. Nothing's wrong with the headset I have now at all. Now I could ask for like a new mouse. That's what another thing I was thinking of. But I'm just like, it's such random stuff. Like I have a functioning mouse. I have a functioning headset. Do I want a new, like, would I like a more expensive pair of headphones? Sure. Are they going to benefit me like that much more? They might be like 3% better than the headphones I have now. But I'm just like, I'm not somebody who really wants too much. I love spending money on video games, and that's about it. So I never know. I'm just like, my brother is a lot different than me. He is a much more, I would say like much more material person. Not like he's materialistic, but like he does like accruing a lot of material things. I know I just keep saying the word material. So I'm taking you. I'm just taking Diplo with me. I did take Polaroid, and we'll probably just Diplo the chests up in chest. That is the correct thing. Diploing the chest up in chest. The floor is called chest. But yeah, I don't know. Like my brother's has so much stuff, and me. All my stuff is like everything I own pretty much. Everything that I own that I care about is in my room. It's like either on my shelf, in front of me on my desk, or in my closet. Like if I had to pack everything I own in my own car, I could almost do it probably. Like that, I don't own a lot of material things. It's just because I don't care about. There's not much I really care about. It sounds really like almost grim. I don't care about anything. I do care about stuff, but like, I don't know. I have everything I need pretty much. I'm pretty easy to please. But I know some people just love stuff. Now I do also love stuff. I do like just like looking at stuff, and I always want something. It's kind of changed a little bit in recent times, but I used to always like be looking at like. Do you guys ever look at ThinkGeek? ThinkGeek was this website that like just had like the most random stuff that was like quote unquote geeky stuff, things like weird little like memorabilia from like movies or little gadgets for your phone or all this, and I always just wanted something from there. Were they the cheesiest little things I would never touch ever again? Yes. But I always was looking at that. I'm not like that anymore. Nowadays, I just buy Valorant skins and spend money in-game. In-game purchases, they get me good. I love cosmetics in games. Anything that can make my gaming experience look cooler but not benefit me in any way possible and actually be the worst, like it's the worst purchase of my life, is sick. I will say buying CSGO skins. What's nice about CSGO skins is you can get your money back. You can buy a $300 knife and most likely you will get most of your money back. Now with Valorant, I've spent a lot of money on Valorant and I will never see a penny of that ever again in my entire life. It's literally impossible. If I had CSGO skins, I could sell those. I did sell all my CSGO skins to buy the new Call of Duty. Not that I didn't have money or anything. It's just like, I didn't want to, I was like, I have CSGO skins. I don't play CSGO. And I might as well just like liquidize them so it's easier for you to buy it. But here we go. Next floor, I will use Diplo here. Now, there's two different ways you can do this. You can open up all 4 chests and Diplo the items inside of it and get two of every item. Or you can Diplo the chests and get 8 chests. Now, I prefer the 8 chests method. Why? Because it's more items, so more chance to get good stuff. And Capricorn, really good. It gives us a fire rate up, which is awesome. Little Brimstone, we don't care about, but it's fine. Glitter Bombs is cool. We love Eden's Blessing. It is also a fire rate up, and it gives us an extra item next run. We do like bag crafting a little bit. Minecrafter is really good, but we don't need it. And this right here is just a very, very solid run. Now, I forgot about the idea of key pieces. I'm going to be honest this run. It was... Also, why did little Brimmy shoot diagonally right there? I could have sworn he did. Kind of forgot that I do need to grab key pieces usually. So that's why I did stop going angel deals. I didn't even grab a key piece while I was in there. Also, wait, how are you shooting diagonally? I didn't even know that. Is that... What? Little Brimstone can't shoot diagonally, right? Does little... Wait. Little Brimstone shouldn't have homing right now or anything. Why is... I don't know. I don't know what's happening. Little Brimstone shooting diagonally, which shouldn't be a thing. Are you shooting different too? I don't know. I don't know what's happening. If anybody can explain, I'd actually really like to know. But something that's really cool that happened was the Ludwig Ogren did look at Keelvin's channel. Now, did Keelvin donate $100 to his charity stream while he was reviewing a bunch of people's YouTube channels? Yes. Is that why he saw it? Yes. But Ludwig did actually go and look at Keelvin's YouTube channel. It's very cool. He had a lot of cool things to, or a lot of good things to say. Because like he thought the video was pretty good that he watched. He did watch Keelvin's most popular video, which in Keelvin's own words, it's one of the most mid videos. Not the most mid videos, but it's a mid video. It is his own words. Now, why is it a mid video? It's kind of like how I look at my 1,000,000% video, which my 1,000,000% video is one of my best videos on my, or one of my top viewed videos on my channel. It's not one of my best videos on my channel by far. There's a lot of videos with a lot less views that are my best, like that are better videos. Now, my most viewed video is probably one of my best videos, which is the Ultimate Guide to Binding of Isaac. But he watched Keelvin's Cookie Mama video, and that was right at the beginning of him doing his whole PETA thing, which was 8 months ago. So before he really like got his editing style refined and really got down all of it down to a science, and before he got a lot better at making videos. Now, was it still a good video? It was still a very, very good video. A better video than I could have made. But Ludwig did watch that one and nothing else. He didn't watch his like most recent video of like the Mr. Beast clone, which is a very good video. Very, very solid video. I gotta watch that one early, let me tell you. I was view number 0. Keelvin sends me it early. I got the hookup. But it was cool. It's really cool seeing like bigger channels see it. Like Moist Critical actually saw Keelvin's channel without Keelvin ever doing anything for that to happen. Somebody else was like, you should watch this video. But it's really cool. I'm happy for my friends when good stuff happens to them. And so it's really cool seeing Calvin actually get lots of success. And he wants me to follow in his footsteps. He wants me to actually get on my YouTube grind. And he tells me that. And I'm like, I need to. And he's like, you do. So one day, because of Calvin and his words, I will do it. But not today. Today I go to sleep after this. And that's about all I'll do. And look at that. We actually got Delirium. I was going to mention the Delirium portal, but I'm trying to follow my rules of never mention the Delirium portal. If you do, then like it's either going to happen. Like if you say like, oh, I'm not going to take the Delirium portal if it shows up, it's not going to show up. If you say you are going to take the Delirium portal, it also doesn't show up. So I'm just not going to say anything and just hope that I win. We do have really good stuff. Now, Nose Goblin is pretty solid. I just want to make sure we're at max tiers. We are at max tiers. And I'm so confused. Did they change the little Brimstone to where he can shoot on diagonals now? Does he now have like a slightly... They must have changed him. There must have been a... Like this... I'm so confused. Yeah, somebody's going to have to explain that to me. My old grandpa brain. But man, I don't know why. I am so tired today. I almost didn't record the Eden Streak today just because I was like, dang. I'm a little pleepy. I was like, eh. Not like uploading a Eden Streak for more than just a day in a row always stresses me out a lot. I'm like, dang, I need to do it. Also, I could almost open that chest. Also, I'm gonna go back here and grab some of the items on the ground. That way I can actually craft some bags. Okay, I need 2 soul hearts. So 1, 2. I need 1 bomb and 3 coins. 1 bomb. And all I need is coins now. And there we go. We get BFF, which means our Incubus is stronger and has a lot better stuff. Also, I don't know why I just picked up all the materials on the ground. I need to leave stuff on the ground. Now, if you ever have Bag of Crafting and you have like external item descriptions mod, your best bet is just to leave stuff on the ground. As soon as you get 8 things on the ground across all the floors, it will make it so you can see all the things you can craft. So right now you can see that I can get sulfuric acid, all of that. Let's scroll a little bit. And I can't really get anything good, so I don't want any of this. But I'm going to keep on opening chests and see if I can ever get anything better. I can get BFF again, which is not good. Kitty Stone's okay. Freezer Baby's kind of bad. Lost Soul's kind of cool. Odd Mush is interesting. I could get Almond Milk, which I think I might get Almond Milk. Let's get Almond Milk. Why not? So it requires 3 bombs. 1, 2, 3. And what else does it require? 2 keys. So that's 1 key. I'm trying to be very careful. That's 2 keys. It requires 2 hearts. And half hearts do count as full hearts. And then 1 of you. And that's almond milk for you. That's pretty cool. Now, why did I get almond milk? I have homing. So almond milk's really not that bad. My stats are still pretty much the same. You know what? Now I'm going to take this. Because why not? Was this a good room to go into? Probably not. But I want to go in here anyways. Uh-huh. And that's why I did it. Jeez. Okay, that's actually insane. Am I gonna keep using the bag of crafting? I might come back to the bag of crafting if we get a lot more stuff on the ground and try to craft something else. But bag of crafting is more just like a time sink than anything, I feel like. Can it be really, really beneficial for your runs? Yes, it can be. For me, makes brain hurt. And brain hurt equals no good. Equals play bad. Okay, there's so much stuff on the ground. Maybe I should bag of craft a little bit more. Craft of bagging. Also, can I get a red door, please? Thank you. And the chances I find the ultra secret room are pretty much 0. Trying to find the ultra secret room on the delirium floor is really, really hard. Now, maybe it's actually pretty hard, but it's not impossible. It's pretty easy once you've like cleared everything. But before you've cleared everything, like before you've like found the entire map, it gets pretty difficult to do. I don't care about mom's juicy, voluptuous lips. That's what that trinket's called if you didn't know. Don't care about you. I wish I had more tears. Also, it's pretty cool having... Do we still have Lost Soul with us, or is Lost Soul dead? Lost Soul died at some point. Look, it's the Deliriuminator. And I can't really see anything. Now, Spiderbot is helping me out right now, I think. I don't know why, but, like, I started just getting a headache randomly. I literally just chugged, like, 32 ounces of water. Not chugged. I just drank 32 ounces of water before this. I think I ate a bunch of pizza for dinner. And pizza always just so salty. Makes me feel like I'm going to die. So, wait, are these all vases? Can you stop flashing on my screen? You're ruining my vibes. Also, these are vases. They're supposed to be mushrooms. What I'm so confused about is there's a pill up here, which means that was a mushroom. I didn't like how he said that. It made me uncomfortable. I'm going to open up one more red door and then get out of here. This is my last red door ever. The last one we'll ever see in the history of red doors. Oh my gosh. A damage up? Oh my gosh. We got them up. You know what? I'll do a couple more rooms. Why? Because I got the strength in me. Oh my gosh. Is that 2 charge keys? Oh wow. Oh, the sun card's actually really good. Okay, you know what? I was memeing a little bit about things being good. That's actually really good. Okay, you are nothing fancy. I'm gonna make my way over to I'm gonna make my way back up to Bag of Crafting and see if there's any possible way that I can get something good with Bag of Crafting. I don't know. Where do I look with the red rooms? Okay, it can't really be off of here. I want to go look off of this room, maybe. Nope, not off of here. Okay, I'm going to go look at the Bag of Crafting, see if there's anything good in the Bag of Crafting. If there's not, I'm just getting out of here. I don't really care to craft anything. Unless I can get Arky, it's not even worth it to go to, like, Ultra Secret Rooms. And that is On God. Okay, this is bag of crafting. Let's see what we can create. Okay, we need a little bit of a refresh. Wait, what? Oh, do I have to have, like, gone through all the rooms and, like, actually seen everything? Is that what has to happen? Is that what I'm witnessing? Wait, what the heck? Why is bag of crafting being so funky? It's showing me what's on the floor. Wait. I don't know. I think it's bugging out. I don't like this. Wait, let's go look at the soul hearts. The soul hearts are the main thing that we need when crafting really, really good stuff. Soul hearts, eternal hearts, black hearts. Okay, what the heck? I don't know. Also, you can reset the bag, which I didn't know, holding RB. Now, I don't know what that exactly means. I don't know if that's an actual mechanic that you can use even without external item description mod, or if that's something I'm just confused about. Okay, so we can get you... Okay, interesting. Now we have a lot more stuff. All we're looking for is really R key. Now, do I even want an R key? Probably not. I just want to see if there's a chance I can make it. If we can't make R key by the time we get all the way back to the other side, it's not worth it. That's what's gonna happen. Okay, I saw Continuum. Continuum would have been really cool if we could have gotten it earlier. Just right now, not much is super useful. It's not looking like we can really do too much. Okay, let's run down. I know we could probably do a boss, like all the boss fights, and see if we can get like some really cool, like any cool items. But what's the orange? Is that like the... Oh, I think this is what tier of item they equal to. So blue equal signs equals tier like 2. Then once we get lower, green is like tier 1. Or tier 0. Yeah, gray's... Okay, so it is by... It is by tier. That's actually really cool that's by tier. So I think since it's by tier, there's not much good we can get. Yeah, not really. So that way there is going to be the run. Super simple, good run. Getting Sacred Heart always is going to be awesome. So I hope you guys did enjoy win number 287 in a row as Eden. If you guys did, please leave a like, comment, subscribe. It really helps my channel, helps me grow. Thank you guys all for watching. And as always, it's in Priets. Peace out. Bye.